What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo. You already know what it is. So I'm sitting here in my car getting ready to. I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't made videos in a while about car stuff, shit, whatever. I really been on my grind in terms of just picking up shifts in my job, my career, and the cars are kind of on autopilot. I'm not gonna front. I got people that sell them for me now. I always kind of really had that, but I kind of ramped it up a little bit. I am still going through my God, man. Yo, this has been going on for like 4 or 5 months of dealing with the state of Florida, trying to get my dealer's license. They apparently, I guess I didn't make friends at the office, and they're really making me go through a lot of stuff to get it. I'm spending $1,500 a month, plus insurance, plus the bond, coming up on about 10 grand, which is not really that big of a deal, but it is a big deal when, it's just money going the opposite direction. But once that's up and running, I'll probably tone it back, dial it back a little bit over here at my career and push more at my own dealership. Yeah, I do have a partner over there. Yeah, he could handle a lot of the day-to-day stuff for me, but again, no one's gonna take care of your money the way you will. Another exciting thing that's gonna be coming up, man, my homeboy Joe. I know you've heard me talk about him in the past. There's a couple videos. He's starting his own channel about trading, day trading. So I'll be doing that as well. I'll be taking his courses. I'll be learning from him directly. Not only getting information from him, but also doing, well, it's always from him, but like, he's my buddy, so I could always call him up and be like, yo, what do you think about this, that, and third. He is going to be offering a lot of services to people to show you guys how to day trade, stuff like that. And I think this channel is going to start leading away from just cars and more along the lines of, yo, let's make this money, by any means necessary. It's definitely gonna be about hustling, because if you're watching the market right now, or if you're watching just the economy of the way our money's playing out, our money is dropping value every single day, people, every single day. And I can promise you, there's only going to be a couple industries that are going to, continuously be strong in terms of the 9-to-5ers. And for me, healthcare is definitely, I'm thinking one of them. It's not too often that you see hospitals go out of business, so I feel good there. Luckily enough, I ended up purchasing a home when I did, and I didn't sell it when I was going to. I think the housing market's going to really collapse, especially here in Tampa, Florida, and I expect to purchase 2 or 3 properties when it does. Again, I hate to say it, I don't wish on anyone to lose their house, their home, but if you didn't handle your business, it's definitely a possibility that you will. But anyway, guys, the main thing here is I want to tell you something. I was watching videos about other car dealers, and the big thing I want to get across to you guys, if you're still out here selling cars, I believe YouTube is such a huge impact on society today that I'm getting messages on a regular basis like, oh, this car should be priced this should be priced this, I don't have this. And I'll be honest with you, maybe I'm just a jerk, or maybe I'm fed up, or maybe I just don't care. Maybe I don't care. I was selling a car the other day for I'm selling a car for $2,500, and they wrote back like, oh, I have $1,700 for it. So my reply was, well, you don't have enough. Then they wrote back, I have $1,900 for it. You still don't have enough. So when someone makes you an offer on something they haven't even seen, understand what they're doing. They're trying to get the negotiating price from the price that you want down to a price that we could start negotiating from. So if they were to get me down to say $2,000 for my $2,500 number, now they're gonna come and be like, oh, it's got a scratch here, it's got a dent there, blah 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 blah. Now they're gonna want to negotiate from $2,000 down. Never ever negotiate over messages or anything. Only negotiate when there's money in hand and it's time to go. I think the majority of you guys know that, but as selling cars is getting a little bit harder, desperation might get the best of you, and you may begin to negotiate over the phone, if you will. don't do it. It's just not worth it. To all these other people in the world, YouTubers included, that are like, oh, I got the car for this, or the car shouldn't be worth this. There is no industry in America. There's no industry in the world. Well, no, let's say with America, because other countries, they do what the fuck they want. In this country of ours, we are allowed to purchase what we want and resell it for any price that we want. As a consumer, you have the right to purchase or not purchase said product, okay? So this notion that, oh, car dealers shouldn't make that much money, if you think that car dealers in particular shouldn't make a certain dollar amount in profit, then what's to say that you in your industry as a worker, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you are a nurse. What's to say that society says, oh, you shouldn't make $100,000 a year. You should only make $50,000 a year. When you start capping what people should and shouldn't make, understand that it's a matter of time before it comes back to you. Now, for my dealers out there, if you're selling cars and you want $5,000 for that said vehicle, then get it. Get the dollar amount you want for it. But understand, if it's not selling and the time spent on the lot is just costing you money. All right? So there's two sides to the coin, but by no means allow someone to dictate to you what the price of your product should be. It's just not the way it is. Same thing, holds true for like construction companies, right? When I was rebuilding my home, I had a bunch of construction companies come out to my house and give me different quotes for different things. The paint, the floor, the sheetrock, the spackle, etc., etc. I had a choice. I could have went with this person based on price. I could have went on this person based on the book they showed me. I could have did a bunch of different things. I chose businesses and to do the work that I wanted to get done on what I felt was a good quality product and a good deal, okay? So, I think something blew in my eye. It's killing me. So, with that being said, guys, don't listen to all these YouTube. And if you're thinking about getting into the car business right now, understand it is a little bit more difficult. Understand that every business is good and bad, highs and lows. When I first came to Florida, they were building like crazy. Then they stopped. Then they started. Then they stopped. And right now, the real estate market, it was great 6 months ago. It's a year to 6 months ago. These real estate agents were making money hand over fist. Now it's slowed down. The market's cooled. So what happens? You just, you hopefully when it was good, you were able to save a lot of money. And right now that it's not so good, you're able to live off the money that you saved. So it's going to be the same thing with cars. When it's really good, you got to stash it away. You got to be like a little squirrel. I know people tell you, oh, don't save money because you save money, you're not making money. Let me tell you something. Save money. Because in a time like this where things aren't hot, like cars aren't selling the way they used to, and not every single market is like that. There are certain niches with that the cars are still selling. For instance, dollar menu cars, we're really not seeing a huge decline in sales. We're still doing well. We're just dealing with a lot more BS. If you go to the auction right now, just stick to your guns is what I'm trying to say to you. When it's good, save a little bit of bread, so when it's bad, you could stay afloat. You're going to the auction, you're seeing a lot of YouTubers say, oh, look, they are not selling cars at the auction. They're not selling cars at the auction because they don't want to break even or they don't want to take a loss. Again, it doesn't matter. There's hundreds of thousands of cars that get sold every single week. You can buy those cars. As a matter of fact, I just made a deal yesterday for 2 cars, 2016 Volkswagen Jetta and a 2008 or 9 Honda Accord. The Accord has like 68,000 miles. I think the Jetta had like 40,000 miles on it. I paid cash and I got them both. Or I should say I paid cash and I'm picking them both up later on in the week. It's someone that I work with, and it's not that they're getting rid of their cars because they want to. They're honestly, they're a neurosurgeon, and they just don't want to deal with back and forth with people coming to their home and all that other BS. They went to CarMax. CarMax lowballed them, and I told them before they had gone there, I was like, look, go to CarMax, get the offer, and I will definitely increase the offer that they give you. They liked that idea. They did go to CarMax. They sent me a photo of the offers on both, and I was able to give them a little bit more money than that. And you know, they were happy. They were happy with the number, and you know, we made it happen. And it was no fuss, no muss, no fuss. You know, boom, here's your cash. I'll pick up the cars whenever I get around to it. They weren't really worried about it. They had a huge driveway, so whatever. And that's how it is, guys. Just be on the lookout for deals, you know. Just don't give up the grind. Don't give up the grind. If you're watching this video for whatever reason and you're considering getting into this, understand this is just one part of a huge hustle, okay? I, myself, hustle with cars. I hustle, I mean, I'm not even gonna front. Like, I bought a cell phone the other day. Because I'm always buying whatever I buy. Like that's my thing. Like I bought a phone and I turned around and I sold it, made $200. Is a lot of money? No, but the $200 just goes. It goes into the safe. Boom, I throw it in there, and it just constantly adds up. For me, it all adds up. My grind over here, you know, in a 40-hour work week, I'm probably working about 10 to 15 hours overtime per pay period. And the way I did that is that's just another hustle. That's, you know, this is my career hustle. So they're like, hey, we're gonna pay you time and a half or double time when I go over a certain amount of overtime. And I'm like, yo, I'll do that. And I know all you guys out there are like, oh, well, some of you guys are like, oh, well, you're gonna pay a lot in taxes. Absolutely right. But I have a 403B here. So what I ended up doing was raising my contribution to lower my overall take home. For those of you that don't know, 403B is pre-tax. So they take that money from my gross, which lowers what I made, and that's what I get taxed on. I'll get taxed on the money that I put into my 403B when I start pulling it out over the age of 65. That's a whole nother video. But, so what I did was I lowered it. So the way my mind works is either the tax man is going to take my money, right? Because I'm not going to give that much of my contribution, or give more to my contribution, and then the future me will get that money. So I chose the future me than the IRS, and that's how I was able to, I just raised my contribution to lower my overhead gross to stop me from getting taxed like crazy. Am I still bringing home more money in my pocket? Absolutely. But again, when you guys start thinking about like stuff like this, you just need to understand how it works. If you're not going to get the money anyway, why not give it to you yourself later? So you want to look into that. And again, I apologize, but this is kind of where the channel's going. Let's be honest, it's not a big channel. You know, I got some of my diehards that have rocked with me since the beginning. I got much love for you, and really and truly, the direction of this channel is really for those of you that have rocked with me for so long. I got tired of the cars, man. I got tired of the content. I got tired of, I don't want to say trying to compete with other YouTubers, but watching the YouTube, like Lucky Lopez and all those. God bless him. He just hit 300,000 subscribers. But I just don't see the value in what he's giving you guys as potential entrepreneurs or potential car dealers. I see guys like that more along the lines of trying to just, they're out for themselves. Like, that's why they make the videos that they make, and really they're not trying to help. I'd rather have less subscribers and less I'd rather have less subscribers and make less money with YouTube, but know that I'm actually genuinely helping people. There'll also be videos on here on how to buy cars to the general public, how to not screw a dealer, but how to work with a dealer to get the best price. I just watched a video today that some guy was like, oh yeah, I saved, you know, I saved them so much money, blah, 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 blah. But then they charge to save someone money and downplay the dealer because they want to make money, but yet the service you provide is just to save someone money and then cost them money. And I do that too, guys. Understand, that's another one of my hustles. If there's someone who wants to buy a car, I will negotiate the car down for them The only thing that I ask in return is that they allow me to buy their trade-in at the same price that the dealership's going to give them. They don't make or lose any money. I negotiated the price to as low as I could get it, okay? They were going to trade in that vehicle to the dealership anyway. The dealership put the number on it. I had nothing to do with it. And I just wanted the opportunity to buy it instead of the dealership. And I said that with cash in my hand. The dealership makes an offer like, okay, we'll give you 10 grand for this car. And I'll sit there and I'll give them $10,000 for the car. With $10,000, I'm usually going to write them a check. Or they'll just have me write the check to the dealership and they'll just hand me the title for the car. That's neither here nor there. What I don't do is actually charge them money to negotiate the car down. If they don't have a car to trade in, I will still take time out of my day and I will do all the at-home homework, get them the best deal I can from at home, and then tell them who to talk to and get the deal done there. As a matter of fact, what I'm trying to do is learn certain salespeople in the area that I deal with, Honda, Toyota, Volvo, etc., and kind of just work out a deal with them already so I could get paid from them versus getting paid from the client out of their commission or whatever. But we'll see how that works out. Nonetheless, guys, I rant a lot, and there's a lot of traffic. People are trying to rush into this building right now. I got to be one of them. So I apologize because I'm all over the place in this video. If you watched it, great. If you didn't, then you don't even know what I'm saying right now. So it is what it is. But yeah, definitely gonna get back to the YouTube thing. Definitely changing it up. Still gonna be car focused, but that's only gonna be one entity of what's going on here. I said for a while I wanted to change this to a more financial type channel because I do believe that's going to be more helpful for my subscribers and the people that just want to get ahead and not only want to buy cars but want to flip cell phones or want to flip. Bro, I'll flip a refrigerator. I'm not going to front. Like if I'm on Marketplace and I'm looking for a car and I see a Samsung refrigerator with not the French doors, but what's it called? Like, well, yeah, I guess it's got French doors up top, but then it's got the compartment on the bottom. It's the worst one ever, you know, and I see that for a good price and it works, I'll buy it, bring it to my house, clean it, and then sell it for another couple $100. It doesn't matter to me. Like I'm always on my grind. I'm always looking for a way to make any kind of money. You know what I mean? Truth be told, my friend just bought 1.5 acres of land for like $3-4 grand. So now I've been watching that for about 2 months, and now I'm trying to buy land as well. So there's nothing that I'm not trying to do. I am always looking to make money, whether it's thousands of dollars or a couple $100. It's all money to me. Guys, have a good one. I'm out. God bless.